Good morning everyone and welcome to today's vlog. Well, today it is the last pre-season game before the National League kicks off next weekend against Scunthorpe here at the Tamworth ground. So today we travel to Leamington, not too far, only an hour or so up the road. Like I said, the last pre-season game. Should be no trialists, everybody should be signed, and yeah, it should be all good. Anyway, a little bit about what I do. I do commentary, live commentary on radio for every game, home and away, for Tamworth Football Club, and I've been doing that now for the past, well, this is my 8th season. This year I've decided, since we're going to a lot of new grounds, nice big grounds in the National League, to vlog some of my things that I do, being involved in the media team. So if you like what you see, don't forget to give me a like, a subscribe, a follow, wherever you're watching. And yeah, that will be greatly appreciated. So for now, I'm going to get the kit out of the car, load it onto the minibus, because the club actually let us go on the minibus with the kit. So we help out with the kit as well for the players. But yeah, it's all good. So yeah, anyway, next stop will be on the road to Leamington. So we've arrived at Leamington. I've already helped unload the van, got all the kit into the changing rooms ready. I'm now going to go in, find the press bench, get set up the media gear ready for commentary of this afternoon's friendly. So I'll show you a little bit of the setup when I get there and a little walk around in the ground. So yeah, join me in the next clip and we'll see what the ground's like. So we're now in the ground, just heading round to the press bench. I'm going to set up the laptop, microphones, headsets, everything, ready for commentary. So yeah, I'll show you what the setup is like and the kit we use. It's what we use every time. It's really basic, but delivers really good quality as well. So yeah, I'll show you once I'm set up, and then we'll have a little look at the ground. So here I am, found the press bench and just setting up the kit. Like I say, it's basic. It's not as basic as you would think, but it's really simple to set up and quite easy. And the output it gives is really, really good quality. Now, normally at away games, our commentary for Lambs Media at Tamworth Football Club, which is after what I'm part of, just goes out on internet radio. But the home games actually are a little bit different, where we sit in the filming gantry for home games. And with them, it's really good because not only does our commentary go out on the internet radio on Mixler, we also connect to the DAZN and National League TV cameras, and the commentary actually goes out on the live broadcast on TV as well, which is fantastic exposure for all the clubs that are involved that do the commentary, and like we're all volunteers. Like I said, I've been doing it 8 seasons now, and it is actually great fun. Never been trained in media, never done, anything really to help progress, only just learn on the job and get better as I go along. So it's really quite simple, like I said. So first off, we have a USB mixer, which you can put in headsets or microphones. So that's really easy. That just simply connects to the laptop. Super straightforward, just by USB cable. And like I say, it couldn't be more straightforward. Now, today's a little bit different. I'm actually commentating on my own today, where normally I'd have a co-commentator alongside me as well. So there'd be a little bit of an extra step in setting up, because there'd be an extra headset to plug in. But today there's just the one. So it's really simple. Just unplug or unfurl the cable. And then you will just simply plug it into the front of the mixer, as so. And then the other cable goes into the headphone socket. Usually I'd put a splitter in there, connect both headsets together so you can actually hear the co-commentator and yourself speaking in the headsets nice and easily. And if there's a crowd around you as well, it means you can hear yourselves in real time, nice and clear, so you don't overspeak each other basically. And that is it. I will just literally open the laptop when it's time. At the minute there's no power here, so I have to conserve battery power for as long as possible, which I do find at some away grounds. A lot of the ones in the National League now though, they're a lot better. The press area is a lot more slick and a lot more professional, because there's a lot of ex-league clubs in the National League, to be honest. Some of the grounds we go to are absolutely massive, and you'll see them throughout the coming season, because I aim to do this definitely at every away game. I'm not sure about home games yet, because I imagine they'll be fairly similar, obviously, because you'd see the same thing every week. But obviously the intros about the teams and things, and my halftime thoughts and thoughts before and after the game will be different. So I might do. I'll see how we get on. But there's definitely a big fixture coming up next weekend that I'm definitely going to do, which is Tamworth's first fixture of the National League season, when Scunthorpe are the visitors. Now, that is a repeat of a game that happened a couple of seasons ago when Tamworth got promoted into the National League North from the Southern Premier Central. Scunthorpe got relegated from the level we're at now, the National League. So we met in the National League North. Opening day of the season that day was at the Lamb, Tamworth versus Scunthorpe, and now Tamworth have been in the National League for a season. Scunthorpe finally got themselves out of the National League North, back into the National League, and it is a repeat of that fixture. Opening game of the season, back at the Lamb ground, and it is Tamworth versus Scunthorpe. Scunthorpe have already sold out their away allocation of almost 800 tickets, so it's going to be a fantastic atmosphere on that day. But anyway, I will be back shortly. I will probably get some food when the van opens as well, because I always do at football. I'll go and get my burger, which is probably why the size I am, but I enjoy it, so that's the main thing. And then I will come back when I've got team news, and yeah, we'll do a bit of the build-up for the atmosphere as well when people start coming in. Literally, I'm the only one in the ground at the minute, while the groundsman's just painting the lines on the pitch as well. But yeah, it's all good, so I'll be back with you shortly. So it's a beautiful day, a perfect day for football. The pitch here at Leamington is looking absolutely fantastic. Credit for the groundsman for doing that. We were actually speaking to him when we came in, as he was putting all the white lines on the pitch ready, and he's a really nice chap, so massive credit to him. I've also just spotted that the food van is open, so I'm going to go and fill my belly, get something to eat, and yeah, I'll be back hopefully with team news just ahead of kick-off, and before we go live for commentary this afternoon. So yeah, I'll check back in with you soon. So food has been acquired, time to get something nice to eat, and yeah, enjoy that before the game. So I will be back with team news very soon, and yeah, hopefully this will be another fantastic outing from Tamworth. We've only lost once in pre-season so far, so we've had a really good pre-season, a mixture of teams as well, so it has been really good, really insightful. Hopefully as well, no trialists today, so we should have a really good starting 11, everybody we know, which is always good to know, and really good for a commentator as well, because having trialists is always difficult on commentary, but that should be a thing of the past. Anyway, I'll be back with you soon. So it's around 40 minutes to kick off. Team news is in. I'll just show a little clip of the team sheet in a minute. But yeah, the weather here is absolutely beautiful. Both teams are out on the pitch, warming up. I'm all set up, ready to go. I am solo today, like I said earlier on. Nobody with me on comms today, but that's okay. I've done solo comms many times before, and I've got a team sheet. And I know all our players now anyway, like early on in pre-season when I wasn't too sure who the new players were fully. We had no proper numbers or anything. There was trials galore. It was a little bit tedious, should I say. But looking forward to it this afternoon. The pitch looks beautiful, as you saw earlier on. And I am thinking that we'll probably get the win here for our final pre-season game of the season. Anyway, stick with it. I will just show the team now. So you can see who's playing on the pitch today. Just over 15 minutes until kick-off. This is when I'll set the broadcast rolling usually. Just play some music in the background so people get all their notifications on their phones so that they can join in and get on the commentary ready for when I start talking and go live, which is around 5 minutes or so before kick-off. So the next time you will hear from me will actually be at half-time when I'll update you with the score and how we played so far. But predictions for me, I'm going 3-1 Tamworth. I think Leamington will score today, but I think Tamworth will have too much for them. So I think 3-1 to the Lambs, and we'll see how that goes through the fullness of 90 minutes, whether I'm right at the end or not. Half time here then at Leamington, and it is Leamington 0, Tamworth 1. Fantastic goal from Tamworth's newest signing, Oliver Link, and around 27 minutes is the only real thing different in this game so far that splits the two teams. It's been a very scrappy game in parts so far, been a bit bitty. Tamworth have been the team that obviously looked like scoring the most out of the two, and the Tamworth keeper hasn't really had too much to do. Leamington have had quite a bit of possession now up until that Tamworth final third, but again have not really done too much with that yet. Tamworth sitting with that low block and have defended relatively well so far. A couple of times where tempers have maybe flared up on the pitch a little bit, maybe been a little bit more feisty than any other pre-season friendlies have been so far. But yeah, that said, it's been a relatively okay first half. Commentary's not been too bad. It's always a bit more difficult when you're on your own doing this sort of thing, as if there's a break in play, there's nobody to talk to sort of thing to, close the gap. So it's a little bit weird just talking to yourself constantly. But anyway, other than that, looking forward to the second half, where I imagine there's going to be quite a few changes made, maybe a couple of straight away, certainly a lot more on the 60-minute mark, as we have seen throughout the entirety of pre-season so far, and it will give some of the other chance of the other players to get on the pitch and get some minutes. Anyway, next time you'll hear from me will be full-time, where I'll check in with the full-time score and give my rundown of what I thought of the game in its entirety. So yeah, I will see you then. Full-time here. Tamworth actually went down and lost 2-1. 2 goals from Leamington in the second half, one very early doors, and one from the penalty spot after a bit of a defensive mistake from Tamworth. But nonetheless, it's still been a fantastic pre-season, and I am really excited for for Scunthorpe next weekend. Tripping over my words. But yeah, today's game, it wasn't the best. It's one of them where, players are probably not putting in 100%. They don't want to pick up injuries for the rest of the to impact them on the coming season. They want to be as fit as possible to get themselves in that starting 11 or on that team sheet of 18. But yeah, again, it has been a positive pre-season. Got a load of new signings. I think actually on paper we have got a much stronger team from top to bottom than we had last season. So hopefully that bears a lot of fruit for the forthcoming season and bring on Scunthorpe in a week's time. So that will be the next time you see me. The next vlog will be out probably the day after the Scunthorpe game, by the time I've had time to edit it and do that. But if you are new and you are seeing this for the first time, please give me a like, give me a subscribe. It will really help push out this channel that I'm starting to try and do. And this is only the second game. So yeah, thank you for the support, and yeah, catch you in the next one.